of course, and AJ, and us being so tight fit, and it touches home with us as well when something happens to them, and I know it was hurting me, and I reached out to AJ a little bit before our game and stuff, and during while it was going on, so it was nice to see AJ come in. I saw that, and I was able to get to talk to him after the game and everything else, and it is a rivalry. We're out there playing ball, and it's fun. We want to beat each other. I know Rich actually struck me out the other night, and it sounded like he'd won the World Series or something. I think he was excited because I got him the last couple times he was pitching, and he was able to get me. But I love those guys to death. They're extended family, and but it's a blast, and that's what this league provides. I think with a lot of this stuff, and guys being able to build these relationships is really good.
Yeah, well said, Ray. And I think it's you hit the nail on the head. As much as we want to beat each other, we all need each other out there to have opponents to play against one another. And certainly the Colts and the MudCats have made certainly one of the great rivalries that we have in this league, and glad we were able to continue that. Well, Jeremy, this is generally the time of the program where I wish the best of luck to the guy in the hot corner in his next game, but I'm not going to do that, and I think you know why.
Yeah, we got a game coming up Sunday, I believe.
Yankees, MudCats, So you get both of the guys from the two cutoff men back to back. Is that a first, you think, back to back? Guy in the hot corner plays against your team than mine, or vice versa?
I believe it is. I don't remember us talking about that and beforehand or really seeing that. So I believe it is the first time.
We're gonna have to check out the stats. Well, Jeremy, I'm gonna wish you good luck, but not too much on Sunday because you are taking on my Yankees. We're coming off a loss to the Suds, so we need one as well. But it'll be good seeing you on Sunday morning. Best of luck to you, and thanks for joining us in the hot corner.
All right, sounds great. Best of luck too. Not too much luck though.
Go MudCats!
There you go. If you'd like to be on the hot corner or know someone who might be on the hot corner, please let Ray or I know. It's always fun to give these background stories on the teams and players that make up this league.
And now we're going to go ahead and preview the games coming up for this week. We've got a lot of good games on tap. First game that we're going to cover is going to be out at Brian Wilson, where we've got the Brew Crew taking on the Reds. After that, we've got the Hustle and the Bulls. That should be a good game out there at Schuler. Looking forward to seeing how that one comes out with the Hustle being hot, and Bulls sounds like they are getting healthy and playing. That could be a good game there.
Yeah, two teams on fire. That's a matchup you could see deep into the playoffs. Colt 45s welcoming the Tigers to McNick on Sunday. Colts try to rebound from the loss on Wednesday, taking on those first-year Tigers. Should be an interesting game. Another big-time game this week is Deerfield and the Meridians. Deerfield coming off that loss the other day to the Hustle. Meridians try to keep it rolling. That game out at Testerman Park.
Yeah, out at Deer Park, we have the Expos and the Dragons. Out there, Expos kind of running hot right now, so we'll see what happens out there. And then at Loveland, we've got the Orioles taking on the Flying Tigers. That could actually be a pretty good game out there as well.
It should be a good ball game. Sting and Suds renewing a long-time rivalry. This rivalry dates way back in the day and should be a big-time game. Suds are playing pretty good baseball right now. Sting, as you know, Ray, always tough at Finneytown, putting a lot of runs on the board, and a dangerous team. So Sting and Suds renewing that rivalry should be a good one. Hooks look to remain undefeated. They go up to Franklin to take on the Dayton Braves. 10 a.m. start time there. Braves will try to do something nobody else has been able to do this year, and that's knock off the six-time defending champions.
Yeah, good luck out there. We got to have somebody take down the Hooks. That's got to come out this year. We got to at least put one blemish up on them.
Yeah, they can't go undefeated, right?
Yeah, just not going to have them. Out of Foundation, the Knights are going to go in and face the Dodgers at Foundation. So see if the curse of Foundation is on the Knights. And at Sycamore, you guys take on the MudCats, who just took us down. So like we talked about, just in the in our hot corner, this might be the first time back-to-back against the two cutoff men.
Yeah, we had our crack staff do the research and go back over the stats. And, yes, first time ever. A team has played both your team and my team back-to-back in the same week. So MudCats Yankees, 10 a.m. at Sycamore. That takes care of Sunday. Now, Ray, we had to make some wholesale changes to the Wednesday schedule because of June the 12th. Why June the 12th, you say? Well, just like most of June, that was a rainy night. We had a few games get to the third and fourth inning, and per league rules, we continue those games that have gone beyond 2 innings. So we're going to resume a couple of those games on Wednesday night. As a result, we had to move some things around, get those teams all in the same place under the lights over on Blue Ash. So I'll go over the doubleheader teams. There's only a couple of them. Yankees and Dodgers will get it on at 6:15. They'll resume a game that's in the third inning with the Yankees leading by a score of 4-2. That game will be at Riverfront. At the exact same time, the Hooks and Tigers will resume their game from June the 12th with the Hooks leading 5-1 in the third inning. Once those two teams complete those games, they'll just switch opponents. The Hooks will go over to Riverfront. The Yankees and Hooks will play their regularly scheduled game on Riverfront afterward, and the Tigers will go on over and play the Dodgers on Crosley. So everybody in the same place, everybody gets essentially 2 games. We'll call it 11 innings, and hopefully get a lot of baseball in and get some of those rainout games in on Wednesday.
Yeah, because there was a ton of them. So hopefully we can keep making up as many as we can. But we have an awful lot. It's going to be tough to do. Out at Action Sports out there, we got the Dayton Braves and the MudCats. That's a Dayton rivalry out there. So that'd be a good game. And then at Testerman, my Colt 45s will take on Deerfield out at Testerman. So that's
you guys beat Deerfield 7-2 earlier in the year. You've had some good success up there against Deerfield, one of the better teams in the league, and you guys have developed a pretty good rivalry just in the short time they've been in the league. The Colts and Deerfield have played some great games.
Yeah, I know guys are looking forward to that game. So hopefully we'll come out and put it all together and have a good game.
Out at North College Hill, the Hustle will play host to the Expos. Well, out at Franklin, the Knights and the Brew Crew will get it on and renew their rivalry.
And we got out McNick. We got the Suds and the Meridians. Suns, I guess. I'm thinking of Phoenix. Maybe I need to get out in the hot weather. But we got the Suds and the Meridians. And then at Finneytown, the Reds are going to go in and take on the Sting.
And it should be a good matchup. A couple teams pretty evenly matched up there. The Flying Tigers and the Bulls. This was one of those matchups that was a rainout earlier in the year. I swapped a couple things around on the schedule. In fact, the Flying Tigers were supposed to play the Tigers, but I had to keep them over at Crosley to take on the Dodgers. So we'll make that up in about 11 days. I'm going to have the Tiger versus Tiger matchup. But Flying Tigers, Bulls, 7 o'clock start over at Schuler. And if they need the lights, they can flip them on. And Flying Tigers try to slow down those red-hot Bulls. Out at Sycamore, it'll be the Dragons and the Orioles. The Dragons were able to get a win over the Orioles the first time they played. Last week, you heard it in the games we covered. The Orioles won. So, Ray, it's a rubber match next Wednesday night, best of 3. Between the Dragons and the Orioles.
That's a good set of ball games for this past week, and that'll be a good time for us to look and see what game do we want for Game of the Week.
And this week's Game of the Week is brought to you by Hand in Hand Realty. Are you looking for your next home or even your dream home? Call Hand in Hand Realty of Kentucky and let them help you get into that home today. Hand in Hand Realty is independently owned and operated and has 5 locations to provide you the service you deserve. With offices in Northern Kentucky, Cincinnati, Southeast Indiana, Hamilton, and now servicing the Lexington, Georgetown areas in Kentucky, they can cover our tri-state area to help find you the home you're looking for. Call John Vince or one of their many agents at Hand in Hand Realty to get started today. Or to get more information or even browse listings, you can visit their website. The website is handinhandrealtyky.com or call 859-331-8800. That number again is 859-331-8800. Hand in Hand Realty. Find a new place to call home.
All right, so time to pick our games of the week. This week I'm gonna go first, and that's the only reason why is because my game of the week. I'm actually going to take your team this week. I'm going to take you guys against the Hooks out at Riverfront. I think that'd be a good game, and see if you guys can give them that notch on the lost belt.
Well, we had a 1-0 lead in the 7th inning first time around. The game kind of got away from us in the 8th inning. Still a tight ball game, and hopefully we can turn the tables on those Hooks. And it was funny, we joke about picking the game of the week and getting it rained out. Well, I don't think I have to worry about that because we're playing on Riverfront. So at least I know you're not going to jinx me, Ray. But I might jinx the Bulls and Hustle because I picked this as my game of the week way back when they got rained out back in May or June, whenever it was. I'm going to do it again. And my apologies if you do get rained out, Hamburg and Wabnitz, but things happen. It's going to be a good game. Bulls Hustle, 2 teams red hot right now. That's on the 28th out at Schuler, and that should be a terrific ball game involving a couple teams that could go a long way.
Yeah, that's going to be another one that's something down there in the Elite 8 there, if you want to call it. So that'd be a good game, and I think you're okay. I think you're safe. I don't think that they're calling for rain this weekend. Last I saw, but
you never know.
That one might be safe, but you never know, and it could just rain just out at Schuler. So
Oh, that's true. That's
yeah,
true.
Yeah, or
Dark cloud.
Somebody gets out there and accidentally turns on the sprinklers on purpose. I don't know. Who knows? But you got to watch out.
We don't
for
want
that.
any of that.
Yeah. But yeah, good set of games.
A good set of games, and I'd be remiss if I didn't mention, as we did last week, I want to keep pushing a couple things here, Ray. First of which, Roy Hobbs World Series. We had Bruce Gunning on a couple weeks ago. We talked about it a little bit in the hot corner tonight with Jeremy Allen, but the 35s go down October 19th through the 26th. The 45-plus group, October 26th to November 2nd. If you're interested, get a hold of Ray, get a hold of Bruce Gunning, 859-630-2314, or just talk to the Colts after you play them. We're trying to get as many guys as we can on board and make it a yearly tradition. It's always fun to play down on those major league quality fields down in Fort Myers.
Yeah, it's a blast down there, guys. If you haven't experienced it, you really need to come down and play. I know since we've been talking, I know we've picked up at least one player. I know a couple of others have shown interest in. And guys, you will not regret it. It's a great time. The guys down there from Roy Hobbs, Tom Giffen, those guys, they do a wonderful job. And Fort Myers, the city itself welcomes you in and treats you like royalty while you're down there. I mean, every place you go out, then they see you wearing the uniforms and stuff. They know about the tournament going on. It's a big deal down there, and it's a blast. I mean, it really is.
And it's 85 degrees, and you're playing baseball. And in case you're wondering, you get, I think it's 6 games guaranteed. You can play up to maybe 9, depending on how far you go in the tournament. They do pool play in the tournament, bracketed. They do the flighting system when they do the games, and they break it down by how you did record-wise. Great time. I would definitely recommend it. I've been at least a dozen times over the years, and hoping to go again this year. So definitely reach out to Ray, reach out to Bruce Gunning. Again, Bruce's number, 859-630-2314. And Ray, one last thing I wanted to mention again, the All-Star Game. It's going to be August 29th, 7:30 at Foundation Field in Hamilton. Scott Compton, also known as Kim Scott-Un, also known as General Compton, he texted me the other day. He's got a few new ideas up his sleeve for the All-Star Game, so I'm interested to hear what Scott has. And we're going to have him on here soon to promote this, but I know this is his favorite event of the year. He loves doing the All-Star Game, the Brew Crew. All those guys get out there and volunteer and make it the great event that it is. So, guys, put that on your calendar. Thursday, August 29th, 7:30, Foundation Field in Hamilton. Not going to get rained out. We're playing on the turf, and we might even be out there, right, Ray?
Yeah, I think we might make an appearance out there. We've been talking about going out there and try to do maybe our show live out there, have a little good time, and maybe sign some autographs, do things like that. So they're free that night, free only that night. But
one night only, right?
Yeah, one night only. So, but yeah, everybody come out. It's a great time, like we talked about in the past episodes. Even bring your family out and everything else. It's a good get together. Guys have a good time to get together and talk, and it's a lot of fun. So they do a great job out there by the Brew Crew. I'd say from there, I don't know that we got anything else here to cover in week 13. I know we're going to have some stuff coming up next week, week 14, but I want to thank everybody for listening. Thank everybody for chiming in. Tonight was the hot corner guest was actually mentioned by his teammates and stuff. So we do listen to the comments and things like that. So please reach out. Anybody that wants to be on here, just let us know, and we'll get you on, and we'll have a good time with this. Thanks again, Jason. With that, I'd say take us out for week 13.
All right, thank you, Ray. And that's going to wrap it up for this week, episode number 13 of the Two Cutoff Men. You can follow us on Spreaker.com, find us on iTunes, Spotify, iHeartRadio, and Google Play. Like us on Facebook, look us up on Twitter, and don't forget to check out the league's website, www.CincyABL.com. Special thanks to this week's guest in the Hot Corner, MudCats manager Jeremy Allen. Hope you'll join us again next week for the next episode of the Two Cutoff Men. Until then, for Ray Sterling, I'm Jason Earhart saying thanks for listening.
Thank God for